I've now done all the stitches on my dragon other than these single stars here, which represent little stars around the dragon. I'm going to do these using pin stitches. So these are cross stitches, the same as any other cross stitch in the piece. The difference is that they're on their own, far apart from any other nearby cross stitches, which means you can't finish off the thread by threading it underneath nearby stitches as you do normally. So there's a technique called pin stitch, which means you can finish off just one stitch. So we'll do that now. So I've got to count. I shall do this one above the O. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put my needle in here. We're going to start exactly the same as normal with the loop start. Turn it over. Put the needle through the loop. Back up. And I've done one cross stitch just as normal. Now we do the pin stitch to finish it off, and again we're going to use the fact that the Aida squares are divided into 4 strands, both horizontally and vertically. So I'm going to bring my needle up through the middle of the side between 2 strands up, just like we did for fractional stitches. We're splitting the strands. So you see I've come up through the side like that, and now I'm going to just go down again, 1 strand in, go over 1 horizontal strand, just push it down underneath the cross, push your needle in and pull it down, and that's formed a tiny weeny stitch there underneath the star, which is called the pin stitch. Now, 1 pin stitch is probably enough really, but because I like to be extra careful, I usually do 1 on each side. So again, I'm pushing my needle up here, halfway up the side of the square, and then tucking it in under here, pull it through to make the second pin stitch. And I usually then, for extra security, just run my needle once under the back. You can then snip off your thread. These pin stitches are really secure. You'll discover that if you do one in the wrong place, that they are remarkably hard to unpick. So I'll thread my needle again with the gold thread and do another one. I threaded my needle again to do the next pin stitch. So I'll come up here to the first arm of the cross, make the loop start, second arm of the cross, come up halfway through the side of the square, tuck my needle under the cross, push down through, make 1 pin stitch, come up the other side, and tuck my needle under again. Do an extra stitch on the back, and snip the thread. So I'm now going to do the rest of the stars, and then we'll have done all the stitches in the piece.